Hello there, travelers, to a world where the veil between the ordinary and the magical is but a whisper away. My name is Aneleya, and in today's journey, we'll dive deep into the Whispering Chronicles, a save file filled with enchanted creatures, mystical secrets, and stories waiting to unfold. Whether you're here for a charm of spellcasters, the mystery of the vampires, or the untamed spirit of the werewolves, there's something magical just beyond the horizon. So grab your potions, dust off your spellbooks, and let's step together into the enchanting world of the supernatural. Let the adventure begin. Okay, so I do have a occult save file here for you. I call it a Whispering Chronicles, as you could have seen. First, I want to go ahead and give a big thank you and actually shout out to the Sims community, to all the simmers and talented builders that we have, because all the builds from this save file come from the gallery or the curators on the Sims gallery. So let me go ahead and show you. So if you go over here, so for example we're in Willow Creek, and if you go to, for example, any of these slides, you can go to an info panel and you will see the label of the build and also the builder. You can see that maybe this is different from the original name. That is because I wanted to make it a little bit more cohesive and name the lots myself, but I did, as I said, wrote the original name of the build which is on the gallery and their builder for every single lot. If you did watch my previous videos about my Blooming and also Beyond Bloom save file, or you're just familiar with it, you're playing with it, you know that I do absolutely love to credit every single builder or a simmer in our community that helped me in any way to make a save file. So for this particular save file, we do have the builds, which are, as I already said, from the Sims 4 gallery. I do want to make this like sure that everybody understands that what I'm trying to say, because these are not my builds, but I did use them and I did credit every single one of the builders. And again, thank you so much for this incredible and amazing builds. I just absolutely love them. I think they're very nice and cohesive. I tried to make everything very nice and cohesive. I do want to mention that this save file is not pack restricted, meaning that a lot of packs were used. I didn't check on the gallery like I wanted a base game or just limited packs. I just tried to find what is most fitting for the specific world, for a specific vibe that I'm going for. So yes, I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. So it is not pack restricted or base game compatible. But I do get a lot of questions even on my previous save file, like, can I play it still? And the answer is yes, you still can go ahead and put it in your game, and then you can just see if it works for you. Do you have to change a lot of things, or you don't have to change a lot of things? Because if you go to the families, I did when I've made every single family here, I was kind of focusing to give them like stuff from like game packs like werewolves, vampires, realm of magic, paranormal stuff and stuff like that. So I don't think you will have a lot of things or change when it comes to the actual Sims, except of the maybe like the hairstyles and stuff. But I really tried to make it as like compatible and cohesive as possible, as I already said. And there's not a lot of families because it's like a smaller save file just oriented about the occult. So yes, so you can always go ahead and try it out and see if it works for you, or if it does not. Again, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the talented simmers and builders on the Sims 4 gallery, and say thank you to them. As I already said, they're all credited in the save file. There's not one single soul and person that I did not mention. So yes, that's what I kind of wanted to clarify. Now let's talk about the actual save file. So I did chose only a few worlds that I renovated, and those worlds are Willow Creek, we renovated the Windenburg, then we have Forgotten Hollow, Brindleton Bay, also Solani, then we have Glimmerbrook, parts of Brightchester, I will show you that. We have Henford on Bagley, and also Moonwood Mill. Copperdale is renovated, and I think that's it. And yes, Granite Falls as well. I did renovated Granite Falls as well. Also, when it comes to every single world, I've ensured that every single neighborhood features at least one community lot, if not even more, encouraging you actually to visit and explore every single aspect of this or of the world, and adding even more like life and the magic to your journey. And every single world also has a little starter that either I made it or somebody else on the gallery, and I just thought it was fitting to have at least one starter in every single world. Okay, with that all out of the way, we can go ahead and I will just briefly go through the worlds, show you what we have, and then I'm gonna show you or read some stories, and yes, maybe jump into some of the builds, show you around, we'll see. So basically in Willow Creek we have the Spring Courtyard, which is a wedding venue. We have two parks. One is like whimsical fairy garden, and then one is celestial garden. Both of these are very gorgeous. Then we have the gods over here. They're on the same place actually. Okay, they moved a little bit, but yes, we have a gods and their little story. We have a Nightfall family, which they're both family of vampires. We have Mystic Post, which is a vet clinic. We have the Enchanted Fork, which is a restaurant. In this neighborhood over here, we have a Blackfoot, which is a family of spellcasters. And we have Silver Mist, which is also a family of spellcasters. We have a Torre family, which is a family of vampires, very known to you, I guess. We have Arcane Posts and Potions, which is a gym. Very creative build, by the way. It's like half is the like the gym, and the other half is like a potion brewery or like a potion shop. And then we have House of Flowers. In this neighborhood we have a whimsical fair, which is a park. We have a Willowthorn or a witch living over here. As I already said, we have a whimsical starter. We have a cafe over here, and then we have a Great Howl or a brother and sister werewolf. And coming over here, we have like a community lots. We have a Moonlit Lounge. We have the Whimsical Wisp, which is a bar. We have a Potion Brewery, which is a retail, and then we have Enchanted Library. Going on to Windenburg, we have, so in Windenburg, yes, I did not renovate this area over here because I thought it's like a little bit too modern and it's not that going on with the vibe, so I decided to leave it out. But we do have like this island over here that I made it into like a fairy island. I know that we don't have fairies in the game, which is very unfortunate, but I did made like let's say interpretation of the of the fairies. They are all spellcasters, but I did kind of dress them to at least look a little bit like fairies, and I made them to be like fairies. Hopefully I did. But yes, we have the Glimmer and Grove here. We have the Charmed Magic Library. We have Dew Song family, which is also a family of fairies. We have a Silverleaf, which is also a fairy. We have the Bluffs, and we have the Whispering Woods. Going on over here, we have a magical starter as well. We have Ancient Ruins. We have a Darkmoor family, which is a family of vampires. We have Magical Restaurant. We have Magic Bookshop. Then we have another retail and another cafes. actually two cafes. And then we have Every Night family, which is a family of spellcasters. Going over here, we have a One Hand estate. We have a Shadowfur family, which is a family of werewolves. We have the Bewitching Brew, which is a cafe. Another family of spellcasters, which is a Hawthorn. And we have a Crystal Witch Shop and Romantic Graveyard. And then we have Nightbloom and Grimwolf, which is a mixed family of the spellcasters and werewolves. And that's pretty much it for the windenburg. Let's go on to the Forgotten Hollow. Forgotten Hollow is a very small world. So we have a little starter over here. We have Vlad, which I gave him a very needed makeover, or I thought so. We have a Gothic chapel, which is a wedding venue. We have a Harlow family. You may know this family from my Beyond Bloom save file, but I did twisted their story a little bit and changed them a little bit as well. And we have Wolfsbane Library. Going on to Brindleton Bay, let's start from here. For example, we have a Deadgrass Graveyard. We have the Mermaid's Curse, which is a family of mermaid and a spellcaster. We have a magic shop. Then we have the Howling Seas, which is a household of werewolf and a mermaid. And then we have a Crystal Healing Sauna, Crystal Springs Park. We have a School of Magic circle over here, which is market. We have a Familiar Care Services, which is a vet clinic. Lucera Oswald family as well. Maybe you know them from my Beyond Bloom save file as well. I decided to change this a little bit again to make it fitting, and but yes, I did decide them to put them in here as well. We have a Deepwater family, which is a family of a sea wizard and a mermaid and their kid. Then we have Wolkov's Pack, which you may know from the original. I just gave them a little bit of a makeover, and they are right now all werewolves. We have Magical Greenhouse over here, Enchanted Cat Cafe. We have a Spellbound Bar, and we have a Mystic Starter for your Sims to move in. Going on to Sulani, I was kind of debating with myself, should I be remaking Sulani or not? But I decided to do it because we do have a mermaids as an occult, even though they're very neglected in a way. But yes, I decided to actually have it in here. So we have a Coral Stone family over here, which is a wise master and protector in a way. We have Chained Hearts over here with their little story. Engaged couple, which is not really engaged by their choice. We have Abandoned Magic School. I absolutely love this lot. It's very, very, very pretty. Then we have the Haunted Ship. I first wanted this to be residential, but I kind of thought it could be a beach. So yes, there we have it. We have Waterfalls Beach as well. We have another beach, which is a Mermaid's Grotto. Very nice lot as well. We have a little Camp of Whispers, a little bit pricey, but I thought it could be a starter for you here. We have Dark Tide family or a very dark sea witch. We have the Sea and Soul bond, which is a bond between the werewolf and a mermaid. We have a Celestial Charm Bar, which is absolutely stunning. We have a little Sulani Charms and Gift Shop. We have another beach, a wedding venue, and we have a Reef Watcher family as well over here, which is actually a family of mermaids. And then we have Glimmerbrook. In Glimmerbrook, we have a little spellcaster village over here, which is a very, very gorgeous lot, and I absolutely loved it. And then we have Spellcaster Masters over here. We have a LaRue family. You may even know this as well from my Beyond Bloom save file and the Blooming save file. I just did tweak this a little bit, I think, and that's pretty much it. And then we have Amicable Acolytes over here as well. This is a library in Glimmerbrook, another starter over here, and we have a Charm family. It's like original family that comes with a Glimmerbrook, and then we have a little Phantom's Tavern. That's pretty much for Glimmerberg, still one of my favorite worlds when it comes to like occult. And then Britechester. So yes, I did just renovated this, or rebuilt, or renovated, let's say renovated this part of the Britechester, because this is like too modern and this is kind of goes with it, but I was like, if I do this like school in a way, then I should be doing this as well. So I decided to just renovate this because I think it's very fitting. Very like, I love the vibes in Britechester very much. So we have a Spellcasters Academy here. It's all like community lodge, it's just like for you to visit in a way. You can pretend like that you're occult sims, supernatural sims, or maybe going to academy or something like that, so you can visit this world in a way. That's kind of what I had in my mind. We have Arcane Tea House, we have the Mystic Moon Cafe, we have another Arcane Ale House, and then we have Chapel of Dark Magic. This is pretty much for Britechester, as I said. This is like just a little story that I had in my mind. Then we have Henford and Bagley. I thought it was also a fitting world. So we have a gnome, hug, and pub over here. We have a magic 3 thrift and tea. When I saw this lot, I couldn't believe somebody actually made a magical thrift and tea, and I had to include this somewhere, so I thought like it could be cute over here. We have a Henford town hall, we have a little tiny whimsy cottage resource starter, we have a bleeding love little family. It's a family between, or the couple, which we have a vampire and a human, and they have like a little story between them. Then we have a magical park. We have a Sheena and Belladonna, which is family of a werewolf and a spellcaster. We have a whimsical country air. We have a blood rose family of vampires, but I made them to be like a hybrids, and they don't kind of feed on humans and stuff like that, and I thought it's like a different kind of stuff to bring it in. Again, I don't know if I probably didn't say that, but I did go and went all like imagination with this save file, and I highly encourage you to do the same, because you know it's occult, it's different. So I did go all the way. So yeah. Then we have a moonwood, which is a family of spellcasters. We have Hawthorn Bistro, and then we have a Wispwood pumpkin patch over here. And that's all about the Henford. On Bagley we have Moonwood Mill, which is also a rather small world, but we do have a Wolfsbane werewolf family, another like little shack starter for you. We have a Moonwood Mill library, and we have a bar over here, and then we have like a Moonwood trailer park. And then we have two families. We have a wolf family and Night Fang family as well. And I think last over here we have Copperdale. We have the Occult Academy and Lunar Auditorium, or like just academy. It's like a high school, but yes, you can play around with it. We have a Moonclaw, which is a like a jeweler werewolf. We have a Black Lantern, Vintage Thrift and Boba. We have a Hollowdale library, and then we have the Night Whisper, which are family also vampires, but a hybrid vampire lineage, just like the Blood Rose. We have a Calderone family, and they are just like spellcasters, and they have a little infant. We have the Starlight Ruins Spa. We have another Grim Starter over here. We have a Green Food Bar and Bunker. And we have a Whispering Woods Tavern, and that's pretty much it. The only thing I need to show you is Granite Falls. I was thinking like, should I be doing or not, but I still wanted to give you like a little maybe vacation like stuff, but also it's surrounded by wood, so I thought it's very convenient. And then we have Witch's Brew Caravan. It's like a trailer in a way. It's very, very pretty lot, so I thought it would be fitting. We have Pinewood Lodge, we have a little Granite Falls Diner, we have a Riverside Charm and Cozy Cabin, And we also have the enchanted forest over here, which I thought is like very, very nice and fitting. That was like a little bit of a review of the world. So I'm gonna go and show you or read out some of the stories. So there's a lot of stories. I won't be going through every single one, but I will share some with you. We have the gods, which are renowned vampire family. They're claiming to be pure-blooded and they're very powerful, but rumors say otherwise. Many believe they were not born vampires, but turned through mysterious means. To protect their status, they've erased all traces of their true origins. While they insist on their noble heritage, the vampire elite remains doubtful, suspecting the gods' claims are more deception than truth. Yet their influence in vampire society is undeniable. So that's like a little story about the gods. I don't know why did I include them, but I thought that would be like a nice little story, and still have some iconic sims in the game or in the save file. I do also have to say something else, or I don't know if you read my post about the little issues that I had with the Sims, and the issues that I have with the Sims, or rather with the save file, is that basically I was working on the relationships and the lore, let's say, all around the world for the save file, and they kept kind of raising and erasing, resetting themselves, and I was getting a little bit annoyed, not gonna lie, with that. And hopefully like they didn't know anyone outside of the household, or they just knew some people that I kind of selected, and not all that I wanted them to know or don't know, or they don't have like a good relationship with someone, or they hate someone because of some specific reason. So I did work on those relationships, and there may be a possibility when you put it in your game that won't be there, because there's like some bug or some glitch that basically erases that. I worked again and again, and I did figure out how I basically have everything that kind of works, hopefully. Like the most important parts, as I said, there might be like that bug where it just erases everything, but I hope like the relationship will still be intact. So yes, fingers crossed about that. I don't know, I just wanted to tell you in case you start playing and then you're like, where are the relationships or something like that. So yes, but there's still a lot of lore going on, even though like without it in a way, so maybe you can play it out yourself or something like that. But yes, that's just something I wanted to share with you. Okay, and let's move on to for example, the Willowthorn and Wraithhowl family, which are connected. So basically, Thalia Willowthorn is a shield for witch who lives alone in her cozy cottage, brewing potions for everyone in need. Her warmth and magical talents have made her a beloved figure in the community. She's in a relationship with her werewolf neighbor, much to the suspicion of his protective sister, who worries Thalia may have used a potion to win his heart. Though the sister has no grudge, she hopes her brother won't suffer because of it. There's a story between Thalia and the Wraithhowl family, or the 𝐿, which is a charming wolf, and he's head over heels for his neighbor Thalia, a witch. He spends his days wandering the neighborhood and indulging in romance novels, completely smitten by her. His sister Aspen, though suspicious of their relationship, can see that 𝐿 is happy, at least for now. While keeping an eye on her brother, Aspen is focused on her own ambitions, determined to become the strongest werewolf by mastering her powers. Okay, so that's basically the story that we have in here. Also, opposite of gods, we have Nightfall, which is kind of pure-blooded vampire family. They're known for like strict devotion and vampires, for the vampire laws and traditions. But they have another problem, which is their son, and he kind of refuses to drink on the humans and doing everything which can and he's doing actually everything that can ease his guilt about being a vampire. And the family kind of hides at his behavior, and they're kind of fearing it could harm their status. So that's like a story between them, or in this particular family, We do have Silver Mist and Blackwood and Vatora family. Vatora kind of family moved away from the Forgotten Hollow, trying to be like away from Vlad. They don't even know him because I was like, you know, they have a lot of powers and stuff, and they may have used some powers to actually just start their new lives in Willow Creek away from Vlad. In a way, that's kind of what I had in my mind. And that is basically for the Willow Creek. If we go into Windenburg, as I already said, we have a like fairies over here, and we do have a Silverleaf, Thistle Silverleaf. She's a wise and well-known fairy. She lives in the Elvish Island surrounded by the whispering woods. Always watchful, she fears an attack on her beloved home. After enduring countless trials, some say her mind has gone mad, but Thistle knows things that others do not, and she is actually a little bit erratic, she's a little bit paranoid, she's a loner, and she's actually fearing a very powerful witch which is living at Brindleton Bay. They do have a little bit hate relationship because, as I already said, she's very like careful and watchful of her, so they don't have really a good relationship. Then we have Dewsong, just like a family of fairies, and we do have a glimmering grove, which is a secluded circle of fairies led by a master Elderon who guides apprentices in the ancient ways of fairies and elves. Nestled on the enchanted island, surrounded by dense woods, this magical heaven is where they nurture their connection to nature and preserve their timeless heritage. So this is Elderon, who is kind of a wise master, and he is teaching them the ways in a way. That's kind of a story that I had in my mind. And then we have Nightbloom and Grimwolf, which are a family of spellcasters and also werewolves. So Ingrid Nightbloom and Talon Grimwolf once disapproved of the love between their children, Nyx and Archibald, the forbidden bond between spellcaster and werewolf. Despite the odds, Nyx and Archibald's love flourished, and they even welcomed the child into the realm. Over time, Ingrid and Talon, though initially at odds, discovered common ground and eventually fell in love themselves, uniting two families with a bond stronger than magic or moonlight. She does like a very nice and cute story. We do have another shadow fur over here, which looks just like a traditional werewolf family. And then we have Evernight, for example. So Freya Evernight, a captivating and enigmatic witch, wields immense magical power, her name whispered with awe across the realms. Known for her beauty and mastery of the arcane, she once lived a life of mystery until she suddenly appeared with the daughter Alicia. No one had ever seen Freya with a lover, leading to rumors that she used forbidden magic to conjure the child herself. Freya, secretive and fiercely protective, says little of Alicia's origins, leaving the truth shrouded in shadow. So there's like a little bit mystical story with this. And then we have Darkmoor, which is a family of vampires. The father is like a jeweler, and then the mother is just like a dark archivist, guarding the most forbidden vampire secrets and ancient tomes as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Windenburg. If we go to Forgotten Hollow, we do have like a Vlad with his little story that he's just like the latest in his long line of descendants to call Stroud Manor home, and it's pretty much it about Vlad. I wanted to keep it a very original. And then Harlow family, they're Pierce Harlow. The father is fiercely obsessed with preserving a pure vampire bloodline, shocked the vampire world by marrying a powerful witch. His ambition to restore his family's standing as true vampiric loyalty now clashes with his son's rejection and tradition. Refusing to hunt or feed on humans, his son's defiance leaves Pierce torn between his quest for purity and the troubling reality that his own bloodline may never embrace the very essence of vampirism so he values. So basically, he always wanted to have like a pure vampire bloodline, but he first made like a mistake in a way because he fell in love with Giovanna, which is a witch. So yes, and then even his son kind of refuses to hunt or feed on humans. So yes, we have a little problematic family over here. Then in Brindleton Bay, I thought since we have like a shore over here and stuff, I could include some mermaids. So we have like a deep water family, which we have a spellcaster, we have a mermaid, and they kind of, or I imagine that he's like a powerful sea wizard that kind of controls the oceans and stuff, or commands the ocean tides. And then we have a wife, which is a stunning mermaid, and she's a coral artisan creating beautiful like jewelry from corals and shells and stuff, and they're very happily living in Brindleton Bay. What else? The Howling Seas is another like cute story. We have Arwen Emberwolf, which is a werewolf, and then she found Lyra Moonwater as a baby. She washed up on the shores of Brindleton Bay, or I can imagine that she found her somewhere over here, and she's like not her, of course, biological daughter, but Arwen lovingly adopted her as her own, and their bond is very unshakable. They live a joyful, peaceful life together, despite everyone knowing that Lyra's origins kind of remain a mystery. And then over here we have a mermaid's curse, which is another, let's say, very interesting and mystical story. And Aradia Ravenshade is also a very fearful and powerful witch, which the thistle silver leaf that I was talking about actually is feared from this Aradia. So yes, she's very she's known for her relentless pursuit of love that always ends up in kind of tragedy for her partners. So she was very like unsatisfied and desperate, and she turned her attention to the mysterious merfolk, alluring a mermaid from the depths to make him her partner. Though she covered her tracks, well, the realm grows suspicious of her dark magic, whispering about the sinister magic she may have gone to in her quest for love. So basically, yes, and then I call it a mermaid's curse. And yes, so we do have another family over here, which is a wolfxdreamer, and we do have Lucera Oswald as well. Lucera Oswald is a family of a vampire, and then we have a human. They kind of fell in love. Vlad didn't like that one bit, and he kind of like just cast them out of Forgotten Hollow, and now they are residing in this very mossy kind of house. It's very neglected in a way. It has a lot of rooms, even like more rooms that they need, but it's a perfect refugee for them. So they're now determined to make this kind of forgotten place their new home. So that's like a story. What else do we have in Sulani? Yes, in Sulani we have let's say a story. So we have Coralstone, as already said. We have he's like a trusted protector of the merfolk, which he kind of controls the deepest seas with a great strength and wisdom, but he is kind of feared of Sirena Darktide, which is a dangerous sea witch of the abyss, and she's living over here, and she has she's a very powerful feared witch, and she is also known for abandoning her sister Delphine, which is living over here, and she is on her mission. She has like a mission, which is to grant people's wishes for love, but always at some kind of cost. She was once disliked by other mermaids, and she was denied love herself, so she kind of seeks revenge in a way. So if she cannot have love, nobody else can have it. And using her magic, she's kind of twisting people's desires with painful consequences in a way. There's a lot of imagination going on over here. And yes, she does have a sister, but they're really distant. They don't really talk to each other or anything like that, because she did abandon her. And her sister has problems of her own, which is that she is engaged to Alder, but it was like an arranged engagement, and it was made more of a necessity than love. They do give each other a lot of like space, They are living within the temple they have, and they call it a home. But you know, she had no other choice because her sister abandoned her, and it's like, let's say, in a way, a tradition between the folk, or that's how I had it in my mind. And yes, she didn't wanted anything to do with her sister's dark legacy. So she kind of sees this arrangement as her only escape in a way. And even though their bond is very strained, and it is, she still kind of feels safe when she's near him. So that's like a little story that we have going on in 𝐶𝐤. We do have a sea and soul bond, which is like a very wholesome relationship between the werewolf and the mermaid. And then we have a reef watcher, which is a very, like, let's say, paranoid, secretive family. So the Marinus, the father, he's like a secret agent. He loves to be in everybody else's business. But 𝐸𝐵, she's a little bit like she's very like paranoid, and she's afraid for her son and their family. Like, why can't we like be like the other merfolk, just enjoy life? But he just wanted something different, so she's a little bit paranoid, and she's always thinking like somebody's lurking in the shadows ready to strike them and stuff like that. So yes, that's another story we have in 𝐶𝐤. In Glimmerbrook we have the Charm family. You know them from before in a way. It didn't change their story much. We have spellcaster masters, which are, just as the name suggests, just like a spellcaster masters. We have amicable acolytes. We have a LaRue family. So Layla is kind of, or she dedicated her days to practice magic, and she's accompanied by her loyal cats. Despite enjoying her quiet life, she kind of wonders if she will ever find love. So she is intrigued by tales of supernatural, and she ventures into other realms where she kind of encounters a peculiar werewolf who captivates her attention. And she is kind of wondering if there could be like some kind of romance between them, or she can kind of spark or ignite a spark of love between them with her magic. And there is a werewolf that is living, and he's very paranoid because he feels like Layla is always watching him. He doesn't know it's Layla, but yes, they don't know each other as well. She's just like watching him from a distance and just trying to figure out how is she gonna captivate him. But yes, that's a little story as well. For the Brightchester, as I already said, there's only community lots. And then in henford and Bagley, we have Bleeding Love. This is a very dark story in a way. And yes, Bleeding Love is because they are a couple, or they're like married, but we have a vampire and a human, and they are, as I said, bound by marriage and unbreakable connection. So Agatha, she may like a little bit sinister. She probably looked really sinister, but she's actually Shadow Keeper, which means she's absorbing all the evil and darkness into her own soul to protect others. And so that's kind of why that she looks like that. And her husband, he actually stood by her side, offering his blood to keep her strong when darkness comes. So this life that they have, it has like a deep scars on both their souls and their marriage, but their bond endures through every challenge. So that's like a little story. Then we have Sheena and Belladonna, which we have Belladonna, she's a witch, and Sheena is a werewolf, and they found each other in an unexpected moment. So one day while mushroom picking, Belladonna discovered Sheena in woods, gravely wounded. She quickly brought her back to her cottage, healing her until Sheena recovered. During this time, a deep connection formed between them, as if it was meant to be. Though Sheena remains often gloomy and unwilling to speak about her past, Belladonna never pushes her, offering the time and space she needs. So that's a little story. And the blood rose, as I already said, they are like a hybrid vampire lineage, so they're rejecting the bloodthirsty ways of traditional vampires. Instead, they're deeply connected to nature, sustaining themselves through its healing gifts. So after centuries of learning from wise Lazarus, Salvador's father, the young couple now enters a new chapter. With their first baby born, they are eager to pass on their peaceful nature-bound legacy and continue their journey of healing. So that's kind of their story. And that's pretty much it. We do have a moon wheel, which is like a family of spellcaster over here as well. And let's go to a moonwood mill. In moonwood mill, we have a wolfsbane family, very happy family of werewolves. Mother is a painter, and the father is just like a gardener, and they're just like a very nice and wholesome family. But we do have a Night Fang over here, which they have like a little sad story in a way. So the Night Fang family once was happy and whole, and that all changed when Lupa's mother, in a sudden fit of rage, destroyed everything in her path before vanishing into the forest, never to be seen again. Ever since that day, young Lupa has been different. Her once bright, trusting nature faded, and the lively social butterfly became a quiet, withdrawn soul. Even her relationship with her father has grown distant, as Lupa's trust in the world and in the others has shattered beyond repair, which is a very, very sad story. But I don't know, I kind of wanted to have all kind of different stories, you know me. So yes, it's like a little story, and she, like, whoever she kind of met, she has like a bad compatibility with them. She doesn't like anybody. She's very distant from her father. I even think they right now have a bad compatibility as well, which is very great for the story as well, because she doesn't like anybody, she doesn't trust anybody. So yes, that's a story. And then we have a werewolf, or the wolf family over here. Lucas Wolf is the wolf whom Layla is obsessed with and trying to get in contact with him. And then we have Copperdale, which is the last location, let's say. We do have a nice Night Whisper family. As I already said, they're hybrid vampire lineage, just like a blood rose. We have a Moonclaw, which is a werewolf jeweler. And then we have a Calderone family, which are Evanora and Arthur Calderone. One spellcaster constantly caught between life and death have left their chaotic past behind. Seeking peace, they moved to the woods to start a family, embracing a simpler life. Now they focus on what they truly love, building a future together far from the dangers of their former lives. And that's pretty much it. That's all the families, or as I already said, there's not a lot of families, but there is a lot of lore going on. There is a lot of stories and mixed up stuff that you can go ahead and find all over the world. So if we go, for example, to Vlad, I do want to show you the relationship I worked on. So I really wanted him to have a very bad relationship with the hybrid vampire lineage. So I tried to let me just show you. Okay, here we go. So he has a lot of enemies. But he's like he's despised Lazarus blood rose because he thinks like he's very, like, that's not traditional, that's not how it's supposed to work. Like, they're true, or they should be like the true vampires. So basically he really despises him, and he also despises Caroline because she was not supposed to be with Asher, or the human. And Xavier is also another vampire hybrid family. I did give him just like a little bit with the children. I didn't want him to hate the children's, but I did give him a little bit more with Aisha because she's a human. So he's like, he doesn't like her one bit. Then we have Mortuary, so he do know the gods. He knows Agatha as well, and he knows Serena, which are like, let's say, the leaders of the families in a way. So that's why he knows. But he's like a little bit more better, like in better relationship with Serena than Mortimer, because he's not really sure about their origins. So yes, and then here is the like lad's mansion, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. He has a lot of space living on his own, but who knows what's going on here, because if you go all the way down here, he has multiple coffins, and he does have a little spooky basement going on. I don't really know what he's going or what he is up over here with this, but it's definitely scary, and I do believe that he is like having mysteries of his own. But yes, he does have a lot of stuff going on over here. So yes, but I absolutely love how it looks. I can even go ahead and show you just the whole Forgotten Hollow in a way, so I don't have to go in separate. So basically here is a little chapel that we have. I absolutely love this place, to be honest, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And if you like want to have like a vampire like wedding or something like that, I think this is like a perfect place. And yes, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then we have this house, which we have Harlow's living over here, which is another absolutely gorgeous house. And then if you go over here, right, yes, this is where we have Wolfsbane, a library, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. And then over here we have a little, or actually wait, it's over here, we have a little starter for your vampires, which I think it's very cute, very kind of fitting in all of this. So I absolutely love it. And yes, as I already said, I always do put at least one of these community lots just to encourage you to go ahead and visit. And yes, let's go to another families. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and visit each of the houses, or not each of the houses, but at least one neighborhood in every single of the worlds. So yes, let's go ahead and visit the Villowthorn. It is, by the way, it is fall in the game, and it is starting like in very late, but it is what it is. It is kind of mystical and magical. And look at this neighborhood, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this fair, it's gorgeous. And then we have this which is her house, and this little starter that I made over here. Nothing special. We have a cafe over here, gorgeous. And then this is another house that two of the werewolves are living in here. So yes, and this is the house that she's living over here. As you can see, this is Aspen Rue, which is the sister of Garrick, and they are in kind of relationship. She's good with Distel and also Delmar, because oh yes, I forgot to talk about this. There are new clubs. Oh my goodness, there are new clubs, and there are also holidays. Yes, okay, okay, I will show you everything. I forgot about this, but you know that I love holidays, and I also love the to other clubs. So let me talk to you about this. As you can see, so this is not what I made. As you can see, it's TV season premiere, but anyways, I was limited with the icon, so it's a little bit bland and stuff, but I did try to name it and put this like to be a little bit interesting. So we do have a pumpkin moon festival in fall. You need to like decorate garden, go on a vacation, travel, and tell stories. I did put these to be like a very easy and very kind of fit in the vibe of the overall supernatural and the occult. So yes. And then we have Harvest of Souls, we have Elder Night, we have a Raven's Feast. That's all going on in fall. I do think there's another, or one more over here. I don't know if I'm able to see. No, okay, I'm not, but I'm pretty sure there's another one, but I don't know which one it is right now, to be honest. Then we have Moonlit or Moonlight Watch in winter. We do have a Midnight's Embrace, the Frost Moon Gathering, the Frozen Vale Festival, we have Starlight Feast, Shadow Dance, and then we have Spirits Eve, which is like a new year in a way. Then we have Fairy Blossom Day, we have Blooming Moon Festival, Lunar Awakening, a Mystic Bloom, and then we have Fae Enchanted Festival as well. We have Night of Whispers, the Fairy or the Firelight Ritual, we have Sunrise Day, we have Crystal Tide, and then the Day of the Hunt. So basically those are the holidays that I kind of made. There's not a lot of them. I didn't want it to overclutter calendar, but I did wanted to like give a little bit more mystical feel, give you something to do, or just motivate you in a way. And then also, yes, we do have the clubs. I didn't like go too much with the clubs, but I did put at least some. So we do have Arcane Rebellion, which is a group of teens from different magical backgrounds, and they're kind of gathering in this. We have the Bloodbound Society, which is an exclusive club for vampires focused on refining their ancient traditions, which is a leader is Vlad, of course. We have a Dark Arts Collective, which is a secret group for dark witches, warlocks, and other occult petitioners who dwell into forbidden magic. And then we have Bella over here. We have Aradia and Sirena, and yes, Bella is like best friends in a way with the darkest and most powerful and fearful witches. I don't know, I thought it's like a very nice idea, I don't know. Then we have Elders of the Forgotten, which are like older, more experienced members, wise members, protectors, and they kind of share wisdom with the younger generations. Then we have Enchanted Explorers, which are kids who are very curious about the magical world. So there's like a kids club. We have Lunar Healers, which is over here, this one. So supernatural beings who are skilled in natural and magical healing practices, witches, druids, and werewolves who believe in the restorative power of nature. And yes, we have a Moonlit Pack, which is a pack of werewolves, Ocean Vardens, which is a mermaid, like a mystical group of mermaids. We have Petal Guardians, which is like a fairies committed to like safeguarding magical creatures and rare plants. We have Shadow Seekers, which are also teens, but they are drawn to like mysterious or the mysteries of the occult, and they delve into ancient books, practice forbidden spells, and kind of explore dark hidden corners of a magical world. We also do have spectral seekers who are beings who kind of specialize in communicating with spirits and the dead. I do have Eloven over here because she is just that, and then Gideon as well, and Agatha, who is kind of absorbing all the evil, communicating through. And then we have Stardust Dreamers, which is another like club for the kids, and the Arcane Circle, which is a group of 4 of powerful spellcasters. It's just the 3 of the masters spellcasters. I don't know, I thought it's a nice idea to have their like separate club. And here is the thing I was talking about. So basically I was, oh my god, I cannot believe this is still so I even started gathering. They know each other, but for some reason that resetted. I won't be upset about it, to be honest, because they will get to know each other once you start playing. Basically because they will probably gather at any park and stuff like that. But I did work on all of the relationship, but at the end, when I was doing that multiple times, I just like, it's fine, don't you worry about it. Like, I was very in a way worried about the very important relationship rather than just meeting like not really important relationship. Because for example, she didn't have like, I would load into the game and her and Garrick was like didn't even know each other, so I had to do this multiple times. And it's very important to me that if I write some story, that they actually know each other. And for the other things, they will just meet along the way and stuff, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So yes, I think this is what I wanted to show you in here. It's good that I even came in here, because I totally forgot about the stuff. So this is what I wanted to show you out of Willow Creek. I think I'm gonna be going to another world. As I said, this will probably be the longest video ever, but yes, I guess I'm gonna go into Grimble family just so I can show you one more thing. And so I did show you holidays, I did show you the clubs, I want to show you the jobs, how I made the jobs, or like in The Sims we do have like different careers, but we don't have any which are kind of specific for the let's say for the occults. I mean, like I could see like gardener, maybe painter, and there is stuff like that, but usually we don't have some mystical, magical or whatever stuff like that for the careers. So I decided to register them and just make my little description about it. So for example, we have Talon here, which is a howl keeper, and he is a historian and a storyteller of werewolf packs, preserving ancient tales, songs, and legends that bind their packmates. So basically this is just like imaginable, very something that I made up that I just had a, I don't know, idea. So for example, we have Ingrid here, and she's a Thernal alchemist, so she's blending magic with the arcane, and she kind of specializes in crafting potions and elixirs that manipulate the very essence of life and death. Then we have a dreamwalker, or Archibald is a dreamwalker, and he can traverse between the dream realm, guiding and protecting dreamers from nightmares and astral predators and stuff like that. And then she is a pack shaman, which is a spiritual guide and a healer of werewolf communities, bridging the gap between the like physical and spiritual worlds and stuff like that. And for every single one of the Sims that we have, like all the families and stuff, every single one, they are either like real, like a gardener in a gardener career, painter career, they are either that, or they are either registered in any kind of way in here. So yes, and also every single one of the Sims have their own skills. I was mostly concentrating on gardening, cooking, fitness, even herbalism, and gemology. Yes, gemology, logic, and stuff like that. Charisma, depending on like who and what. Romance, even depending, as I said, on the story, mischief and stuff like that. But they do have skills, they do have careers, they are in the clubs, most of them, or something like that. They are also they have like ability points, some progress in the school of magic, or like the practical magic, mischief magic, untamed magic, depending on the story. So yes, there's a lot of stuff. I did try to go very much in depth in a way with everything. So yes, I really tried my best. And yes, so this is also Windenburg. We do have a family here living, as I already said. Then we have a like a little bush, or is it a crystal? Yeah, crystal witch shop over here. What else do we have? We have another family Hawthorne living over here, just like two spellcasters who really want to like be very powerful in the realm, like they want to be the most powerful couple in the realm. Then over here we have another, like I think it's a bar or a cafe or something like that, not entirely sure. And then over here we have a shadow fur, which is a family of werewolves. And yes, that's pretty much it for like the windenburg. As I already said, there's a lot of things going on. I won't be showing you every single thing because I think that would take forever. I even think that this video right now, it will take forever. But I will go ahead and show you the Glimmer and Grow. I think it's a very pretty place. I don't even know, whimsical fairies home. Hopefully that's it. I'm not sure about the name, but anyways. So here we are in this beautiful and gorgeous place. I don't know why are they wearing whatever in the world they are wearing, because they're not supposed to be wearing this. Anyways, let me show you the lot. So this is kind of the Glimmer and Grow that I imagined. I found this lot, of course, on the gallery. Absolutely gorgeous and stunning. We do have a lot of things going on here, but I thought it's like a perfect place for a little like fairies. And they do have like their little house over here, and they have their rooms and stuff. But this over here is like something that sold me on here. I absolutely loved this lot. Next to this we have like a little library, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. We have also this like a house over here. It's also under the ground, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have a Silverleaf's house, little living over here. We do have like a Whispering Woods park over here as well. I think it's absolutely gorgeous as well. And we have the bluffs, which we cannot even see from here. So that's fine, you have to go to a secret location to kind of go to it. But yes, I absolutely love this lot. I think it's so gorgeous. And yes, absolutely gorgeous. Yes. I don't know what else I could show you. I don't even know, like there's so much things, but yes, I could actually show you the One-Eyed Fang family. So as I already said, they are living in a trailer park, and she does not have the best relationship with anybody right now. She's a very like a loner and stuff like that. I'm gonna actually show you. Okay, so of course this happened. She knew like a lot of different werewolves, but of course it restarted on me. But it's fine, because the only like relationship that actually matters is her dad. Unfortunately, they don't have a very good relationship. They're very distant. They don't have like a good compatibility. They have a bad one. He's very gloomy as well because of that. He's very sad and stuff like that. But they do have chickens, and she has her little friend Poppy over here, which is absolutely cute. So yes, she has Poppy. She's kind of talking a lot to Poppy and getting her emotions out as much as she can. And they have 3 chickens, or actually they have 2 chickens and 1 rooster over here as well, which I think is also very cute. And yes, as I said, unfortunately the relationships restarted, so yes, we have to bear with this. But they are living over here in this gorgeous looking trailer park. So yes, I absolutely love Moonwood Mill, by the way. I think it's so gorgeous world, such a gorgeous world. And we do have a library over here. I just want to show you around. And then we have a bar, which is also very gorgeous. And we have okay, here it is. We have a wolfsbane family house, which I think it's such a pretty build. I don't know, for me it's very gorgeous. And then we have just like a little starter that I made over here, so you can move in your werewolf if you wish to do so. So yes, basically that's it. And oh yes, he doesn't have a carrier, by the way. He's just like a stay-at-home dad, as you can see over here. So I decided to leave with that. I do kind of imagine that he goes like hunting and stuff, so he can like have enough money for them. I mean, they do have enough money, so they don't have to worry about it. I mean, in my mind, like in the occult supernatural world, at least in my mind, the money is not everything. They have like a different ways of trading and stuff like that, so that's what I had in my mind. So like the money is not that important, so that's why I even went for giving them like registered jobs and stuff like that, to make it more interesting and less about money, but more like the old ways or like the trading and stuff. So yes, that is it about that. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you one more family. Blood Rose family is one of the families I really like. They're a family of vampires, vampire hybrids, and they are actually, okay, you are on the floor, but they're actually very different, as I already said, from the other families, and they've been in this house for centuries. There's a lot of rooms, as you can see, so there's been a lot of generations going through this house. But Lazarus, he actually ensured that he spent centuries on their, like, the learning of the ways. So his son kind of understands everything, how it's done, and they just got a little baby. They got Victor, and they are actually such a cute family, to be honest. I really like them. And they also have their little like job. So he is a blood root herbalist. He kind of specializes in gathering rare herbs and plants that thrive in darkness, and then he's kind of crafting potions and elixirs to enhance vitality, heal wounds, and protect other vampires from the sunlight. And he is Bramblewood Forger. I thought it would be a cute idea since they are living in Bramblewood area. So he's a vampire who roams the deepest, most dangerous forests to collect powerful herbs and mystical plants, and they kind of supply linking with rare ingredients for the magical rituals, healing potions. And she's a blood rose healer, so she's a very skilled vampire in kind of using natural remedies to heal both physical and mystical alignments or ailments. They use enchanted herbs and ancient. Oh my goodness. Okay. They kind of use the herbs and ancient healing techniques to mend injuries, cure curses, and ease the suffering of others. I really love this house, by the way. I think it's such a like pretty house. I absolutely loved it, and I wasn't sure what family. I first wanted to go for the spellcasters in this family, but then I got an idea like we could maybe have the hybrid vampires that are different from the regular vampires. And then it struck me with the idea, and I definitely thought I could do just that. I can show you a little bit around the Bramblewood. We do have like this, I believe it's a restaurant. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, where is it, the pumpkin patch. Absolutely gorgeous as well. Absolutely, like I'm honestly stunned with all the different builds on the gallery, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And then their first neighbors, the Moonvale family of spellcasters. And yes, absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love the world. I love everything about this safe. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's very gorgeous. There's some lore going on. I did try my best to complement the builds. And yes, I do have to say that I tried my best. I really hope you will enjoy this. There is a link in the description below. You can download it and put it in your save file, and then you can just load in, and you will have the new save file, Whispering Chronicles, for you to play. Again, I do love to call this save files community save files, because they are kind of built by the community. I mean, I did do like the stories and the families and stuff like that, but I don't know, I just love to call them community because all of the builds came from the community, so it is another community save file that I just put up together for you guys. So yes, I really want to thank you so much for your support. I really want to say thank you to all the love from one of my previous save files. I really hope you will enjoy this one as well. I did always wanted to have like a separate occult save file because I don't know, playing with the occults in the like regular normal world in a way, it's a little bit off for me, and then like this I feel like you can get into that supernatural vibe. So I really hope you will like it, that you will enjoy it. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye everyone.